Today I am driving the 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition. This EVO is equipped with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine producing 303 horsepower and 305 pound-feet of torque, mated to a 5-speed manual transmission with stopping power provided by Brembo. So we're at the outside of the EVO Final Edition. I'm going to show you all the standard equipment on the exterior as well as some styling features. You've got one functional vent here, and the others are more for styling purposes, which I can kind of understand because you have one here, you need the other to complete the look. Not a huge fan of non-functional vents. While they do have some access, they're much more restricted than the actual functional vent. Got your nice front end here. 18-inch gray Enki wheels with Brembo brakes. Another non-functional styling piece here. Very cool black roof, which is standard. My favorite piece on this car is this really large rear wing. And then you've got your Final Edition Lancer Evolution and Mitsubishi badges back here. Large exhaust pipes and your rear diffuser. The car is finished in a pearl white, and I overall love the design of these cars. Kind of sad that they're going to stop production because they're very cool just as they are without a bunch of stuff added on to them.
We are inside the Final Edition EVO, and I'm going to show you around the interior.
The steering wheel's got your volume settings, your phone functions, and your cruise control. Here, the info button is where you can scroll through these menus here. This screen is for your satellite radio, your Bluetooth, and your stereo settings. There is no standard navigation. A navigation package will cost you $1,800, which is a bit pricey. Here you've got your Final Edition badge with the number. 5-speed manual transmission, all-wheel control, which I'll talk more about later. You've got your Final Edition floor mats as well. It's pretty bare bones in here. It's a lot of black, a lot of plastic. The seats are really basic. No Recaro option whatsoever. I'm in the back seat right now. It's pretty comfortable. It's a little more comfortable than the front seat, but you feel more as though you're sitting on the seat rather than in the seat. At least in the front, you feel like you're sitting in them, although there's way too much mid-back lumbar support. Overall, the back seats are really comfortable. If you have somebody pretty tall, you still have plenty of room back here. It's pretty spacious.
Overall, the interior, as I said, is pretty basic, pretty bare bones. There are some nice features in here and touches.
The red stitching on the steering wheel and the shift knob is really nice.
I feel like there's too much plastic in here and it's very dark. There isn't enough color or contrast, but I understand that this car is supposedly the last EVO, so they're probably trying to cut costs, but it's not a bad interior. It's just a little bit cheap for the price point.
Driving the 2015 EVO MR early last year, I was completely disappointed. The interior was lacking, the transmission was anything but fun, and the car just felt like it was missing a soul. On top of all that, the car was way overpriced for what it was offering. Then, the opportunity to drive the last ever EVO Final Edition came up, and I wanted to see if my previous feelings would be changed. As you saw in the interior look around, that hasn't changed much at all and still lacks basic standard equipment. The exterior looks all around better in the stunning pearl white paint and classic large trunk spoiler. But what really got me was the incredibly fun performance. It's quick up and on ramp, around a corner, and pretty much all the time. The transmission is a huge improvement over the 6-speed auto, which was uninspiring at best, while the 5-speed manual offers much more driver involvement and an overall more engaging driving experience. Sure, I wish there was one more gear to lessen the overwhelming booming sound at 4,000 RPMs during freeway cruising. This EVO is also equipped with super all-wheel control and 3 control modes. Tarmac is used for normal driving conditions on the road. Gravel should be selected when driving on somewhat slippery road surfaces, such as wet road surfaces and gravel roads. Snow is best used when driving on slippery road surfaces, such as snow-covered roads. Active yaw control is a system with a left-right differential limiting function and yaw control function that enhances cornering performance and stability during cornering by controlling the left-right drive power difference of the rear wheels, the braking force of all four wheels, and the vehicle yaw moment. While horsepower and torque have been increased slightly for the final edition, it feels like a completely different car. The fun factor helped me to look past some of the car's deficits during my time with it. While this may be the last EVO ever produced, if production were to continue, there would need to be a few changes made in order for me to purchase this car. There needs to be more standard equipment, the seats need to be upgraded, and the price point needs to be lowered.